today's video, we are going to cover solving two-step equations. Our learning target for today is I can solve equations that require two steps. How do we solve a two-step equation? Two-step equations follow the same rule of isolating the variable. Think of it as undoing operations. So solving two-step equations can follow these four steps. Undo addition and subtraction with the inverse operation. Remember, the inverse of addition is subtraction and the inverse of subtraction is addition. Then we undo multiplication or division with the inverse operation. Remember, the inverse of multiplication is division, and the inverse of division is multiplication. Then we isolate the variable. Then this step is optional, but we can always check our answer. So looking at these two examples, I have 5x plus 9 equals 17 and negative 2x minus 3 equals 13. So I'm going to solve both of these. So in my first one, 5x plus 9 equals 17, the first thing that I want to do is get rid of that plus 9. In order to get rid of the plus 9, I will subtract 9 from both sides. 9 minus 9 goes to 0, so I'm just left with 5x. 17 minus 9 is 8. So I have 5x equals 8. Now, in order to get rid of the multiplication of 5, I will divide both sides by 5. When 5 divided by 5 is 1, so just 1x. That's equal to 8 fifths, or 1 and 3 fifths. Now, if I want to go back and check my work, I'll take 1 and 3 fifths and plug it back in for x to see if it works in my problem. So 5 times 8 fifths, which is 1 and 3 fifths, plus 9 should equal 17. 5 times 8 fifths is 8, plus 9 equals 17. 8 plus 9 is 17, so 17 equals 17, and that works. So I know my variable is 1 and 3 fifths. My second example, negative 2x minus 3 equals 13. So again, I want to get rid of the subtraction of 3 from my variable. In order to get rid of the subtraction of 3, I will add 3 to both sides. So negative 2x is going to be equal to 16. Now I will divide by negative 2. So x is equal to 16 divided by negative 2 is negative 8. Now checking my work, I'd have negative 2 times negative 8 minus 3 is equal to 13. Negative 2 times negative 8 is 16. Minus 3 is equal to 13. 16 minus 3 is 13, so 13 equals 13. That checks, so I know x is equal to negative 8. Looking at a few examples, we have solve each two-step equation below, then prove that your answer is correct. So number 1, I have 10 plus 3k equals 22. Remember, I always want to get rid of my addition or subtraction first. Notice the 10 is being added to the 3k, so I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. So 10 minus 10 is 0, so 3k would be equal to 22 minus 10, which is 12. Now my variable is being multiplied by 3, so I will divide both sides by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, so just a single k. 12 divided by 3 is 4, so k is 4. Now, if I want to check my work, k would be replaced with 4, so 10 plus 3 times 4 is equal to 22. 10 plus 3 times 4, which is 12, so 10 plus 12 equals 22. 10 plus 12 I know is 22, so 22 equals 22. That works, so I know my solution of k is 4 is correct. Looking at number 2, I have 19 equals negative 4p minus 5. Now I have negative 5 from 4p. So I'm subtracting 5. So I want to use my inverse operation. I want to add 5 to both sides. 19 plus 5 is 24. That's equal to negative 4p. Now my p is being multiplied by negative 4. My inverse operation of multiplication is division, so I want to divide by negative 4. So 24 divided by negative 4 is negative 6. That's equal to a single p. So p equals negative 6. Going back and checking my work, p would be replaced with negative 6. So 19 is equal to negative 4 times negative 6 minus 5. 19 equals negative 4 times negative 6 is 24 minus 5. 24 minus 5 is 19. 19 does equal 19, so that one checks out and works. So I know p is equal to negative 6. Number 3, I have 1 half r minus 8 equals negative 16. Again, I want to get rid of my addition or subtraction. In this case, 8 is being subtracted from my variable. So I'm going to do the inverse operation of subtraction, which would be adding 8 to both sides. So I'd have 1 half r is equal to negative 16 plus 8, which is negative 8. Now I want to get rid of my 1 half. Now, in order to get rid of a fraction, I can multiply by what's called the reciprocal. So the reciprocal is just my fraction flipped. The numerator becomes the denominator, and the denominator becomes the numerator. So 1 half's reciprocal would be 2 over 1. So I multiply both sides by 2 over 1, which is just 2. So 2 over 1 times 1 over 2 would just give me a single r. And then negative 8 times 2 over 1 would be negative 16. So r is negative 16. Checking my work, I'd have 1 half times negative 16 minus 8 is equal to negative 16. 1 half times negative 16. 1 half times negative 16 is negative 8. Minus 8 is equal to negative 16. Negative 8 minus 8 is negative 16. So negative 16 equals negative 16. That checks out. So r is negative 16. In this lesson, we learned to solve a two-step equation, follow these 4 steps. Undo addition or subtraction using the inverse operation. Undo multiplication or division using the inverse operation. Isolate your variable, and then check your answer. That's a wrap on this video. We'll see you in the next one.